I feel like it's so much going on with the Pistons game. We forgot the trade deadline was a few days ago. We didn't even talk about that. But the Pistons are they playing right now, trying to come back. They only down by 3. You know, my boy Isaiah Stewart out here hitting 3-point jumpers. But I got my man Detroit Drew in the building with me. What's good, man?
I already see a Screw Blake comment, man. It's gonna be a good show. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Okay, see, so you know, I just figure we all can watch the game and enjoy the show. The game and the show will still be going. So, you know, we just gonna see what happens, man. Okay, Drew, man. I know you want to get something off your chest, man. It's like you got a message to the nation, man. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you guys like the video. But before we get to that, I gotta do the shout outs, man. So we got Kyle Webb in the building. What up, though? We got my man John Bradshaw, who said he was first. What up, though? We got Detroit Ghost in the building. What's good? We got Eric Schultzer in the building. What's good? We got Motor City Sports in the building. What's good? We got Linda Aker in the building. What's good? What's good? How you doing, everybody? So we got my man R Mac in the building. What up, though? We got Chef Curry in the building. What's good? What's good? We got Devin 99 in the building. Everybody saying F Blake, man. Y'all starting good. All right. We're gonna have some more people join the show later on, y'all. But for now, man, we just gonna kick it and get things going while the game is ending. So Drew, you got a message about last game. You know, last game there were some things that happened. You know, it's a lot of things that happened in the game versus the Nets, and I think you had a message that you wanted to send. And
I think I've started the trend. First of all, Benjamin, this is not the white V-neck. This is a navy blue one. But I can't steal Bravo's style, bro. He's got his own style. But I think we started another trend, man. We've started a bunch of nicknames here. We've started the whole two phones Troy Weaver. And now the F Blake Griffin movement has arrived. It started out friendly, bro. When I seen him checked in the game, I had my phone out because I knew he was going to get cheered, and he did get cheered. All of a sudden, bro, he turned into 2018 Blake, knocking down threes, catching alley-oops, flopping, drawing bogus fouls. I think the thing that really kind of flipped the momentum on fans cheering for Blake was the ejection on Beef Stew. That elbow ejection, that should have been a flagrant. But if you're going to eject one person, you got to eject them both. Dude, I tell you, it took all the air out of LCA for cheering for Blake. After that, everyone was going.
Turned on him, man.
And then I'm looking
like a movie.
On Twitter, dude, and then around that same time, everyone on Twitter was cheering him to booing him. It got so bad. And again, it kind of built up because, again, he's flopping. He's playing really good. The Pistons, about after the first quarter, they did a tribute video to him. Blake didn't give 2 cents about it. He didn't pay attention. He just sat on the bench, talked to his teammates. And then after it was over, he stood up and was like, yeah, thanks. And then sat back down and came out and just did whatever. Blake Griffin quit on us. I'm not mad he wanted out. That's not why I'm mad. But you got to be professional. Detroit never did anything wrong to Blake Griffin. Again, he did not ask to come here. We traded for him. If anything, he should be pissed off at the Clippers for trading him here to Detroit. What did Detroit do to Blake Griffin, where he never said thank you to the city of Detroit? He never said goodbye to the fans. None of this, none of that. He's acting like we're the Clippers and we traded him to a bad team. Last time I checked, we're going to pay him $60 million over this year and next year to go contend on a team. They just signed LaMarcus Aldridge, who's going to be a great player for him off the bench. The Brooklyn Nets have zero excuses not to come out of the East. And we're paying him $60 million to do this. What did the Detroit Pistons do that was so bad that he had to fake an injury, where the first half of this year he didn't give a damn about playing basketball? It wasn't his top priority. He was more worried about doing stand-ups, comedy, trying to connect himself to Kyrie and KD. It was all BS, man. And the funny thing about it is after he caught that alley-oop and he got taken out on the bench, guess what he did? He went over to the bench. He was limping. He had an ice pack on his knee. I'm like, dude, get the hell out of here, bro. Your head was over the rim. You're not hurt. You still dunked. It's so stupid, bro. It just pissed
That's
me off
hilarious,
so much.
man. No, man, that's hilarious. We got D-Map Zoom in the building. What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? We still getting some more people in here, man. Make sure you guys like the video. We got my man PD Sports in the building. What's good, PD? You got to join the show sometime, man. Let's see. We got Case Cracked in the building. But like I told you off camera, this whole Blake situation, I was just laughing. See, what happened was, I was busy as usual, and I wanted to check out the Pistons game. And before I checked out the Pistons game, I went on Twitter, and all I saw was Isaiah Stewart. I'm like, so what happened with Isaiah Stewart? So I decided to look it up, and I saw the clip, and then I turned on the game, and I started watching from that point on. And, man, I had to cut the game on, man. And I was very upset to see Isaiah Stewart get ejected. That was like the weakest. That's the weakest. I'm trying not to curse. That's the weakest stuff I've ever seen. That's the weakest stuff I've ever seen.
Today and yesterday,
the weakest stuff I've ever seen in my entire life was Isaiah Stewart getting ejected and Blake Griffin not getting ejected. I'm like, come on, man. Like, that should have been a double take, flagrant or whatever, like nobody should have got ejected in the first place.
Right.
Man, I really don't care about it, but like I said, it was funny to me, and then Sadiq Bey had to cook up Blake a bit because Blake fouled him in the most lazy way I've ever seen. And Sadiq went straight to the rim, man. So it was just so chippy out there, man. They all was coming at Blake, man. It was hilarious, man. And Blake was going at all of them. It was funny. I was laughing. Nobody cares about Blake Griffin. He's not about to be, the missing piece to Brooklyn. LaMarcus Aldridge might get more minutes. So, at the end of the day, I can care less about Blake. He's a bum, man. He still washed, man. Come on, man. In Brooklyn, he ain't doing nothing, man. Getting 2 points here, 4 points there, and now he want to turn up on the Pistons. Whatever, bro. I don't really care about no Blake. I just wish Stewart didn't get ejected out of the game, man, and we gonna move on. Man, we ain't worried about this, man, dog.
The thing that pissed me off the most about it is I put a tweet out probably 2 weeks ago when I bought the tickets saying if Blake Griffin dunks, I'm gonna lose my shit, and he dunked and I lost my shit. So that prediction came true, man. Ben, dude, I was about to say something, so I wanted to say something so bad, but there was an usher right there, and I wasn't trying to get kicked out, so. I wanted to, bro. I wanted to. Blake was pissing me off something fierce yesterday, dude.
Man, y'all is hilarious, Benjamin, bro. Y'all funny, man. Okay, so besides Blake Griffin aspect, anything else you want to say about the game before we move on to the game that's going on right now that we trying to they out here trying to compete, They like, no, we ain't tanking, we trying to win games.
If you guys want a free Big Sean shirt, buy your tickets now. For those who didn't know, Big Sean is going to be the new creative director of the team. I think they have to wait until next year, and then the year after that, Big Sean can make new jerseys, which he said he's going to do for the team. But he gave us and everyone there free shirts that says Detroit 2, not Drew, on it. This is a new album, and it says Big Sean on the back. It's got a rose on it. It's really badass. So if you want a Big Sean shirt, buy a ticket to the game. That's pretty much all there is to it.
Yeah, man. I'm going to buy a ticket to the game, man, and just chill there, man. Blake lucky I wasn't there, though, because I would have turned up and said some things, man.
I'll do it. I was about to lose my voice. The guy behind me was so funny, dude. He said all kinds of stupid stuff.
No. It's just so funny, the Pistons fans, because look, then they said Isaiah Stewart was waiting for him in the locker room. He was waiting for him after the game or whatever. And I told Pistons fans a while ago, and I was being very serious about this. Like, it took me like a week to see Stewart play in the NBA, and I told y'all, I was like, Isaiah Stewart is my favorite Piston. I told him he's my favorite player on the Pistons. I told him before he, had this uptick before all of this, and he just continued to just be my favorite player because his intensity, the way he is just something that I can relate to. Man, I rock with Isaiah Stewart, man. So Don't worry, man. Stu is back and he's balling out as usual,
I'm
man.
happy he did that though, man. You could if you watch some things you don't see on camera, which is why I love going to watch the games because you can see players' body language a lot more than you do on camera. And he got 2 early foul calls on Blake, and he was pissed because Blake's flopping around. So he just Ron Artest his ass and got ejected, bro. It was worth it. He was like,
that was hilarious. I was like, he's like, yeah, let me just throw one of these James Harden, Ron Artest elbows to your face since you think you playing with me.
Dude, Diallo, I didn't realize he was so tall, dude. He looked so tall in person, bro. He looked like he was like 6'6" or 6'7".
He is supposed to be like 6'6".
I didn't realize he was that tall, dude. I think, dude, he's a great.
Yeah, but like this was the worst part of the game right here. Corey Joseph, like,
oh, dude,
I was like, wow, Corey, really?
3 minutes before that, he did this play.
Corey?
He was underneath the hoop on one side, ran back and forth like 3 times, and then nothing came of it. And then he's got a game-winning layup and he pump fakes. What the, dude? I don't want to keep cussing, but goddamn, bro, that's not a good first game.
Man, look,
but he was playing good up until that point.
People was liking Corey out there though.
He was doing okay until that point, but the running back and forth underneath the hoop and not shooting the layup, like Saddiq Bey was carrying us to close out the game. He stole the ball from Blake. He hit a big shot. He got the and one. He was feeling it. He wanted to beat Blake because for those of you who didn't know, Saddiq and Blake worked out after the draft. Saddiq and Blake hung out as soon as possible, and Blake took Saddiq underneath his wing. So it was probably personal for him to see him playing like this. He wanted. Why did you not go through Jeremy Grant for one? And your option number 2 should have been Saddiq, not Corey Joseph, who's been here for a total of 48 hours.
But that's how Dwayne Casey is. You as soon as you get on the team, you get free reign to do whatever the hell you want. So, you know, like basically, Luke, man, we got your wrench, man. Dominique Davis in the building. What's good, man? What's good, everybody? Make sure y'all guys like the video. So, look, now we're going to move on and talk about something else. And I wanted to talk about my man, Beef Stew, man. Like, it's always – look, we're going to be talking about this man for years. Like, Beef Stew is a freaking monster. But the man, I mean, he hit a shot today. The man is shooting 40% from 3, and he's, like, hitting, like, a 3 a game or however many he's hitting. But he's hitting 3-point shots. And, like, I'm looking at his form, like, just based on mechanics, man. This man has very, very good form. Mm-hmm. So what do you think that Isaiah Stewart could provide now that he's shooting and stretching the floor, and like what kind of offensive threat you think he's showing that he could be?
It's going to be dangerous in a couple of years because look at this. Look at Vucevic. Just got traded to the Bulls. When he first came in, he was a straight up post player. He didn't really have a shot, and now he can hit 2 threes a game. Right now, Beef Stew's hitting, like you said, a 3 a game. And it's beautiful. Like, it's one shot and it's in. The thing about Stu is he's not just chucking them up. He needs to be in rhythm. If it's not in rhythm, he's not taking it. Eventually, I think Stu can be a 2.5, 3-point made a game. He's just got to work on his post moves. Getting that fader, that hook going. The mid-range is still there, too. That's something that I've been really surprised with. But he needs to make himself more open on pick and rolls. Something that, again, we haven't had a consistent point guard due to injuries and stuff like that. Like we started McGriddle last night. I was so pissed about that too. But once we get a consistent point guard, when Killing comes back and these pick and rolls are happening, when he can pick and pop too, teams aren't going to know how to guard him. So I'm surprised at how good he's been shooting the ball. He's got a really high offensive ceiling.
Yeah, do I buy a Saddiq Bey or Isaiah Stewart jersey? Well, you buy both, but you get Stewart first. Tell you. Look, I love Saddiq Bey, and it's something that I did want to talk about him. I really do, but I'm telling Isaiah Stewart, man, players ain't like that, man. Isaiah Stewart, a rare breed, man. I'm telling you. That dude, like, he could end up being a superstar. Yes, I said it. Just off of his willpower type player. Like, though, that's the kind of player he is, man. Like, it ain't no limit to what he can do as long as he wants to work hard at it. So that dude is a problem. Yeah. Man, that dude is a problem. No offense to my man Sadiq Bey. My thing about Sadiq Bey is he been playing great, but he missing way too many layups. Like, I'm tired of him missing these layups that I think he gonna make. And he did something tonight. He made the sweetest move I ever seen him make, and then he just missed the layup, and I was just like, bro, like, well, how are you missing that? That's why, like, his 3-point percentage is so high, but his field goal percentage is so low. Like, you know, I would love to see him to start finishing some of those, you know, and it's not like, you know, he's getting fouled. These are wide open layups, you know.
We're getting dunked on by freaking Robin Lopez right now. This turned ugly.
Oh my God. No, yeah, they destroying us now. That's why I stopped talking about the game. They destroying us. But yeah, Wizards like, all right, man, let's put y'all to bed real quick. Okay, Westbrook got like 20 rebounds. Like, people be saying Westbrook rebounds be fake. This man got like 20 rebounds. Which rebound was fake that he got? like which rebound they box out for?
But they say what about his rebounds?
They say that his rebounds is not legitimate because his center be boxing out for his rebounds and all this other type of crap. No. I'm like, bro, this man has 18 rebounds right now. Are you kidding? 9 assists, bro. You about to get a triple double.
Whoever says that's stupid though, because I'm not a Westbrook fan. He's a great rebounding guard, bro.
He's the best ever.
I mean,
at rebounding.
You have to think about it like this, though. It's like his vertical is insane. His dunks are insane. So if he's dunking like that, why can't he jump up to get a rebound like that? So
I'm just watching him do it. This man got 18 rebounds. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if someone's boxing or not. 18 rebounds is a lot.
He's 6'3", bro. He got 18. Like, he's he's out rebounding the centers, bro.
How soon can we cut Corey Joseph real quick? Because this ball needs to get off my team, bro. We need to go on right back. Ooh, this guy.
I think my stream a little bit after yours, but all right, guys. Man, we gonna try to get back to the game. I mean, to the show. But this is crazy. Wow. Yeah, Robin. I don't like seeing Robin Lopez dunk on us. That's not what I like.
That female ref kind of bad, low key. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, do we watch the Tigers? I don't watch the Tigers. Ever since they traded JD Martinez, I put him on a retainer. So they coming up. They coming off their retainer. You know, they coming up on the time. But I'm still extending the retainer until what's his name, the pitcher, start to play, get a chance to really, really pay. Then I might start watching a little bit. But
we got some young pieces, man. I'd still say they're probably 2 to 3 years away from being good, and that's not even talking playoffs yet. So they got some young, promising players, but
yeah, Drew, you're right. Corey Joseph is terrible. I'm assuming that's what you was talking about. That was horrible. Horrible shot.
Fader thing, whatever the hell he just shot.
I told you, man. Like, I was like, man, look, y'all know I hate DeLon Wright, but he's slightly better than Corey. Like,
at least we got picks.
Man, I don't care. So I did want to talk about, the trade deadline, because of something we didn't talk about. It was pretty crazy for us, and I know a lot of the haters wanted, Sekou traded. For all the people who want to Sekou trade, I'm telling y'all right now, it's Free Smoke Saturday. What's good? That's all I want to know. Anyway, the trade deadline was freaking crazy. David Griffin is the worst GM in sports. I'm sorry, man. You had my man Lonzo. Lonzo was leading the trade. He was leading the trade talk like he was leading the MVP race. And then you not going to trade him. Then you not going to set him free. No, you going to shackle him and bind him. Y'all see what happens? He's like, no, I'm not going to let you go. Be happy. I'm going to keep you here and force you to be here, and then say that you told me that you wanted to be here all along and lie to the people, and then they're going to believe it because they're, they ain't that bright. But besides that, you got Vucevic in Chicago now. I don't know how many more times do we play them. But I don't like that at all because I don't like Chicago and I don't want them getting better, to be honest with you. We did get rid of DeLon Wright for picks for Corey Joseph. I wanted to do a little bit more. I thought, like Troy Weaver talking about, this clip was always empty, but this clip was empty after that. like his clip was definitely empty after that, bro. He like, yeah, man, I don't got no more left. I wanted us to do a little bit more. He says, man, I'm happy we kept Sekou. They had me a little worried. Some of the names we tapped him and we think they would flow Sekou. Bro, like Troy Weaver said, man, he's gonna be patient with these young guys. He's learned to be patient, but with it's harder as fans are on this kid. He hasn't even played 82 games yet. So no matter what you think, he's technically still a rookie in the NBA. And y'all be judging him like he a year 6 player. Now we just got the bench on there. And I just never understood that, man. You got to give players time to develop. But Dwayne Casey ain't been helping the situation, if I'm being honest. How many minutes Sekou played? Like 4 or 5? That's it?
He played a stint last night. I don't even know.
No, I'm talking about right now.
I haven't even. I don't know. I haven't seen
he was out there in like the first quarter, and he ain't been out there since.
For some reason, that's how it happens. He comes in the first quarter, and then after that rotation, he's done.
I just don't understand, man. Like, how is he supposed to succeed? Like, I'm looking at the whole team. Everybody on the team got like 15 minutes or more. Sekou the only one with 5 minutes. I've seen 19 minutes, 29 minutes, 27 minutes, 24 minutes, 26 minutes, 16 minutes, 19 minutes, 15 minutes, 22 minutes, 27 minutes. And yes, I said all the minutes just so y'all can know. And Sekou just sitting here with 5 minutes. Like, that's just hilarious. Like, everybody getting minutes. Everybody getting minutes but him. Like, it's just like, dang. He's just like, why even put him out there, bro? If you're just gonna give him 5 minutes a game, like, it's crazy. He can't even get in garbage time right now.
I mean, really, I don't understand because what are we playing for right now? Like, why is McGriddle? Why is Ellington still here? Why are these guys still getting minutes? Like, are we going to buy them out? Why are we going to buy them out? Why didn't we try to move these guys? So that brings you to the next question is, like, why the hell is Sekou not getting any minutes now? It doesn't make any sense anymore. What are they waiting for? We're not competing. We're tanking for a draft pick. We're trying to get Cade. We're trying to get Mobley. We're trying to get one of these top draft picks for the future. We're not doing anything this year. So for Sekou not to get minutes, it's disgusting. It's stupid. It makes zero sense. And it needs to be addressed because he comes out, like I said, with the first bench unit, comes in, does okay. It does one little thing wrong, gets yanked from the game, and it's Frank Jackson, it's Wayne Ellington for the rest of the night, never to come out anymore. So it's stupid.
But the thing is, it doesn't even matter if he plays well. He can hit 3 shots, and he'll still get pulled. Yeah. Doesn't matter if he plays good or bad, he's getting pulled out that game.
And people say it's because it's Sadiq Bey and Jeremy Grant playing so well. They can Grant.
There's enough minutes out there, man. Stop it.
Grant and Bey play together. They start together. So Sekou should be coming off the bench and getting those minutes. Simple and plain as that.
Yeah, he's supposed to be backing up one of them. Period. Like him and Josh Jackson are supposed to be the forward backups. Like, I know Cook is look well, but no Tyler Cook, no McGriddle. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? But instead, when those guys go to the bench, you want to put out Wayne Ellington. You like replacing forwards with guards, and then it just don't be making sense a lot of times.
And Casey makes zero sense all the time.
Let me see.
We started.
Oh my gosh!
McGriddle last night.
Whoa! Oh man! You didn't see Stewart get dunked on?
I turned on the Syracuse game.
Oh my gosh! Oh man, Stewart. We live and we learn, my brother. Like Rui Hachimura just posted him badly.
Oh boy.
Like, it was aggressive, too. It looked like oh, my gosh. Oh, man.
Casey's not a bad coach. He's got bad rotations.
No, man. He's I feel like he like a below average coach, an average coach with bad
But I mean,
rotations.
the people who are hard
Oh
on
man.
us for saying he's a bad coach act like he's the second coming of Christ. Like
So
he's not that good.
I'm the only one who saw that.
I didn't see it.
Like, bruh, no, I didn't know. Like, what happened? Like, what? Man, Stewart, and you know you're my favorite player. Like I said, we live and we learn, brother. I know you're gonna be looking at that. We live and we learn, brother. That was vicious. I ain't know Ray had that type of stuff in him. Man, wow. But I don't like that at all. I hope Ray snap an ankle or something like.
Don't say it. I pick him up
like,
in fantasy.
Bruh,
Don't say that.
I'm sorry. I'm just playing Ray, man. Keep balling, but dang, Stewart. Like I ain't like seeing that, brother. I ain't like seeing that. Like I just happened to look down at the game and they were showing drive of the game and it was him getting posted by Ray. When did that even happen? I don't even remember seeing that. It must have happened in the fourth quarter or something. But anyway, the Pistons lose to the Wizards. You know, they trying to compete for that top spot or whatever. But back to the trade deadline, man. I just have to say David Griffin is an idiot. The Pelicans are doomed. Stan Van Gundy, as Pistons fans know, is the worst coach in the NBA. He's fucking terrible. This dude is utter freaking garbage. And pray for every person in the Pelicans uniform because they need help. You know, and pray for the Pelicans fans because they need a lot of help.
What do you think about Aaron Gordon going to Denver? I don't know how that's going to go.
I don't have any thoughts about it. It's Aaron Gordon. To me, I think Aaron Gordon is extremely overrated, extremely injury prone. He's not that good, man. Aaron Gordon, max point per game scored is 17 points a game in his career. It ain't like this dude is like a star or nothing. Like he been a mid-tier guy that's had a lot of injuries. I won't act like the injuries didn't have an impact on his career, but he not it. Yeah. No, man. He said interesting. You saw them arguing. No, I definitely did see them arguing, and then he Sekou, no more Sekou. But I'm like, man, bro, Sekou be the only one out there playing defense, and every time something go wrong defensively, they be want to blame him like they out there playing good defense.
I can assure you they don't play defense.
Right.
That's the Pistons' problem. It's not offensive, but it's our defense, man. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. I do want to say this real quick about Dwayne Casey, too, since we talked about him for a minute. His strategy is not always the best. There was a stretch last night against the Nets where Jeremy Grant had a one-on-one matchup against Blake Griffin, and Dwayne Casey never went at him, and we all know even a healthy Blake Griffin doesn't play defense. So that's something that good coaches need to realize. Like JMO said, Dwayne Casey's just an average coach, so you get off the high horse on Casey.
Yeah, man, he's an average coach with bad rotation, so sometimes they put him below average. Yeah, Stan Van Gundy, man. I'm praying for Lonzo. I'm praying for Zion. I'm praying for B.I. I'm praying for all them players because at least we ain't them. I talk a lot of smack about the Pistons, man, but SBG and David Griffin got to be some high-level idiots. And Troy Weaver is Mr. Two Phones. But by the way, Drew actually mentioned that all of our phrases and sayings be becoming household names, man. People be acting like, we not popular out there. I just want to thank all the people for all the support that y'all give us, like on the social media and the Twitter, because y'all be getting all of our sayings out there, man. Saw Rob Beer talking about two phones. I'm like, where you hear that at, man? Because I made up the two phones.
Mm-hmm.
I made up the two phones with my man Troy Weaver. Drew has made up plenty of sayings. We got my man Benjamin Foe talking about he made up beef stew. And y'all know I'm losing my voice, man. But I'm gonna keep it pushing. And I just feel like
Plumley Bumley last night.
Man, hey, Plumley, Bumbly, Plumbing. That's what we call them around here, bro. We setting trends, even if it's small ones. And it's inside Pistons joke sometimes. But it's rude just to say we're a bad defensive team. Hey man, it is what it is. So I just thank y'all for all the support. Make sure you guys like the video if you haven't already. Shout out to my man Dominique Davis, always dropping the facts and the knowledge and supporting the channel and supporting the movement, man. We just growing out here, man. Did y'all see the Bay for Bagley offer? I don't care about no Marvin Bagley, man. Come on, man. I ain't trading Sadiq Bay for that, man. SBJ ruined the Pistons by drafting Stanley to go Johnson. SVG did a lot of things to ruin the Pistons. You had beef with Spencer Dinwiddie. You lost Spencer Dinwiddie. You got rid of Chris Middleton and you traded him for like Brandon Jennings or some crap like that. But anyway, we gonna move on from all of that. But Drew, is there anything that you want to say about the crazy deadline? You know how my boy Griff just disrespected Lonzo. Like, yeah, we gonna use you as the trade piece GOAT. I mean, it was people who hate Lonzo treating by Lonzo. Like, yeah, I want him on this team. It was teams having a bidding war over this man. And David Griffin sitting there with all the cards like, yeah, you want him? Oh, you want him? You want him? All right, $200. I got to go. What's going on? Oh, $300, $400, $500. I was just sitting there just watching like, how much I'm going to go for?
Right.
And then and David Griffin was like, you know what, bro? I'm going to just keep you. Just because let me tell y'all something. He already literally said he don't got Zoe in their future plans, and then he's gonna try to spin it and say, you know, Lonzo told me that he wants to stay with the Pelicans and be in New Orleans. Yeah, he told you that, right? So he can get the $23 million that you're not gonna have to pay him, or you're gonna lose nothing for nothing. So, or you're gonna have to pay him down near max. But you got any other things about the trades? What we did with DeLon, you know, Aaron Gordon, Vucci out there. It was some other minor trades out here. OKC has, you know, more picks than every team combined. So, you know.
There was a couple things that surprised me. Two things outside of Detroit. One was the Chicago Bulls after the trade for Vucevic. I thought for sure they were going to add Lonzo to that mix. And I was pulling for that. I wanted that so bad because that would be nasty and fun to watch, and people would have been going bonkers. And the second one was Kyle Lowry, man. I thought he was out of Toronto, but he's staying put. I know Miami and LA, they really wanted him. I know those teams could have both used him. But again, it's another case of Miami not wanting to give up Tyler Herro for a reason I don't know. I mean, I can get it for Kyle Lowry, but you guys got to get off the hype on Herro, man. He's not all that pro. And I was surprised Detroit didn't do more trades, man. I thought Wayne Ellington was gone. I know we were going to listen to Plumlee. I don't know why we signed Wayne Ellington in the first place if we weren't going to try to up his value, but whatever.
No, I wanted to say we're going to have to have what's good, Bravo, more in the building. What's good, Bravo?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
We doing well. But before we move on, we're going to have to talk about Tyler Herro. Tyler Herro, and look, like, it's sometimes when you say something critical of like players, people think you don't like them or something like that. I love Tyler Herro, but this man is probably the most overrated player in the league, right next to Ben Simmons right now. Like, yes, I think Ben Simmons overrated. Look, they treat this man. First of all, they was like, we think Tyler Herro gonna be better than Devin Booker.
Yeah,
I was like, Devin Booker was 19 years old and scored 70 points in a game. Like. 70 points, like, bro. Like, there's Wilt 100, there's Kobe 82, then there's D-Book 70. Do you understand? Over Michael Jordan, who scored 69. There's D-Book 70, and there's 100. There's Kobe, and there's D-Book. He said he gonna be better than D-Book, and we see what D-Book doing right now. Stop playing with that man.
All I'm going to say is if Tyler Herro was so good, they would have not needed to trade for Oladipo.
Bro, do you know how good Devin Booker was at Tyler Herro age? He scored 70 points. Like, what the fuck? Like, look, and I love Tyler Herro. I mean, Tyler Herro's a bad brother. He got a nice little point guard vision to him. Amazing offensive game. But they treating this man, and I know he was great in the playoffs. But they look, couldn't they have got James Harden if they was willing to give up Tyler Herro? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you see what James Harden is doing? Like, are you kidding me? James Harden be doing the same shit in Miami right now. Miami be the 1 seed. Like, dead serious.
Damn near had 50 last night.
James Harden is unstoppable. Yeah. I told you, I know some people think it's Kevin Durant, but I think he the best offensive player like at this era. Like last era, it was Kobe. The era before that was MJ and like Kareem and stuff like that. But this era is like him and like KD and Brown, of course. But Harden like the best offensive player of this new league, man.
Because KD can do everything he can do, and KD's 7 foot tall.
But what does his height have to do with his scoring ability? James Harden scoring 35 points a game and 30 points a game, and then he's giving you assists on offensive end that KD can never.
And that's the thing, though. Is,
like James Harden can give you 44 points and 16 assists. KD can never do that. Like that's LeBron level shit. Like that's what I'm saying, and I hate James Harden. Y'all know I don't like him. I'm just saying I'm doing respect, his talent. But I said all that to say you didn't get Tyler Herro up for this guy, for him. Like, because you wanted to keep Tyler Herro. They turned Tyler Herro into, Tyler Herro better be the baddest dude on the planet in 5 years or something. Like, he better be that dude. Like, he better be the one that they scared of, bro.
James Harden, Jimmy Butler, and Bam would have came out of the East, too. Like, that's enough to get out of the East.
Easily, bro.
Even with KD and Kyrie and Brooklyn.
Easily.
And even if they sign Blake Griffin in L.A. still, it won't matter. Like, that's still better.
Easily, man. He said he didn't need the super chat for this, but fuck Blake, soft line, injury pro ass. I know you, man. Thanks for the support, man. But bravo, man. But we gonna get you to give you a recap on everything. First of all, we got the Pistons game with Blake and everything last night, man. Let's get your thoughts on that, and then let's just. I'm off. I'm muted. Let's get your thoughts on the Pistons game from tonight too. After that, man.
Well, I couldn't hear you for a second. There was a cut in the voice.
No, I said what? You hear what I said at first?
No.
You hear nothing I said.
No, I heard that you. What is your input about tonight only?
Okay, go. Oh no! Oh wow. No. Let's get your thoughts on what happened with Blake versus the Nets. First.
Oh, Blake, he just took it personal. This is his best game as a Net. It's definitely he's taking it personal because he's just like we gave up on him. But he didn't really need to do that. I think, in my opinion, he should do this against the Bucks. Do that against the Bucks. Do that against the Heat. Don't do that against the Pistons. We treated you very well as a player in here in Detroit. We respected him as a really player. He played well for us, and I liked him as a player for us. I don't hate the player, but I guess he took it personal. So and actually he's just got into Isaiah's head. Obviously that he got ejected, unfortunately. But hey, Isaiah needs to learn from this, and it's a good thing that we move on. So I don't really care about Blake, but I think he's gonna be on the bench, future bench Nets player, pretty much.
Oh yeah, he's already on the bench. So, what do you think about the game from today? Did you get a chance to watch or?
I watched the entire game actually. So
you saw the dunk, Stewart get dunked on by Hachimura. Then I'm not the only one who saw that.
The only thing I didn't watch is Jeremy Grant got out of the game. I don't know what happened.
No, so I'm saying you saw Stewart get dunked on, right?
Yeah, because I saw that.
I'm just making sure that happened because I was like, wait, like he got dunked on pretty badly too.
Yeah,
I was like, oh man, Stewart, I love you, but come on.
I actually blame Sekou for that. He didn't really help.
You blame Sekou for that?
Yes. I'm not liking what he's coming up in the minutes. He's just being so passive.
Sekou was out there for 5 minutes, and you blame him for Stewart getting posted?
Yeah, because he could have really helped Isaiah Stewart in that particular dunk. If you watch the replay, he was behind Hachimura. He had no chance in blocking Hachimura, but he could have do something. He could have fouled Hachimura at least. You don't have to just.
So you say he was behind him, he couldn't block the shot, but you wanted him to foul him so Stewart didn't get posted. Maybe Stewart should just move out the way.
I just
like what?
And the other thing is, watch the end of the game. Hachimura took advantage of Bay really good.
Yeah, Hachimura is really freaking good, by the way.
Yeah, Hachimura is a good player.
So we knew how good he was. So.
I mean, Hachimura is not as hugely different from Bay's kind of body. His kind of body style of that.
He's bigger,
athletic. Though. He's bigger, and I don't know. He took advantage of him, unfortunately. But hey, I think Bay is still a rookie, and the Hachimura. How old is he? I think he's 23 or 24.
No, he's not that old.
I think he's old. They picked him up.
I know
he
he
got
spent 2 years in college, but he's
yeah.
at least
He's
22.
a veteran. Let's see, how old is he?
No, he's not that old. He's not 23. He only been in the league. He's been in the league same time as Sekou.
Okay, Demo.
Okay.
He's 23.
Oh yeah, he just turned 23
Yeah, so he's an
last
older
month.
dude. So obviously Bay is like 22. He's turning 23 Bay.
Yeah, Bay will be 23 next year.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like he took advantage of him and down the post, and we know Hashimura can do that. Like the kind of like when he is inside his spot in the lane, he's lethal. He can do that. That's what I liked about him in college. I love Hashimura. I would love to trade for him, but he just showed his ability to score against the that kind of shot. He's just from inside the lane. It reminds me of Kawhi, who does these kind of tricks. I mean, you don't see a lot of players do this in the NBA, but he's just good as that. So maybe we will see what happens with him in the future. And I like the Pistons fought in the third quarter, came up all the way from 30-point deficit to made it to a 6-point game. But eventually we lost. It looks like, hey, let's lose the game. It doesn't matter. Who cares?
Yeah, tonight you could just tell that last night played a factor, playing off a back-to-back. Although I am proud tonight, we were down damn near 30 at one point in time. We came back and cut it down to single digits. We were only down 4 at one point in time. But you can just tell playing back-to-back, having to play in Detroit, leave after playing a hard-fought game where you probably should have forced overtime. Thanks, Corey. And then having to leave that game, fly all the way to D.C., and then play a tough Washington team that has a ton of scorers. They just look tired tonight, and that's all there is to it. So with injuries right now, like Killian's not available. Diallo didn't play, which he could have played a lot of minutes tonight. DSJ, I'm not sure what's going on with him. I'm not sure if he's hurt, but we're putting a lot of minutes on Saben Lee right now. And quite frankly, we just didn't have enough people to complete a rotation where we could have took some of the pressure off of everybody. So everyone just looked tired tonight, and that's just a part of basketball. You got to take this next game very seriously. I haven't heard any word on Killian. I know he's day-to-day, and I think he is on target to make his appearance here within 2 to 3 weeks. So that's good. I got to find out what's going on with DSJ, though. I haven't heard anything on DSJ, but he's been out the last 2. So I don't know what's going on with that. Dude, L&M, I'm tired of watching those old guys play too. I like Wayne Ellington, but why the hell is McGriddle getting minutes, bro? Seriously?
Any word on Killian? They say they was gonna do his evaluation in 3 weeks, so that means he's not gonna be reevaluated till the first week in April. So we talking about like April 7th, April 8th before he even gets reevaluated. Because I was just looking at the updates today, actually. So yeah. So he'll probably be reevaluated probably 10 days from now. What is it? Saturday. So we'll see. He'll get like maybe 10 games in if he's healthy enough to play. It's not gonna be a lot. Even though it's a whole lot of games, I don't know why, but the NBA is like, just like we're going to play a million games a second. We're not going to give them any types of breaks. So it is what it is, man. Wizards play Pistons again next week.
I feel like we play them every week.
So thoughts on Jeremy Grant injury?
What happened with Jeremy Grant? I didn't see the injury.
I seen it was some kind of quad injury. I didn't see it live.
Yeah. We heard it's quad. I don't know how. I didn't see it live either.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I didn't get to see it, so I don't know what's going on with it. I'm trying to find it on it. I can't see anything.
Basically, stupid Casey's abusing his minutes. He's giving him too many minutes on this team. You can't just do this to you players. You got to give him a game rest. Back to back. What is this? It doesn't make any sense playing him back to back. Give him a break. We're tanking team anyways. I don't know why would you risk really And actually, when he got out, we played better. Pay attention to that.
Giannis's brother played pretty well today. He got 23 points, 10 boards.
Yeah, I was actually watching a part of that game. I'm like, yo, this boy Costa's like, yeah, man, I ain't just Giannis' brother, dog. I sauce you up.
Kevin Porter Jr. had a good game tonight too.
Oh, Houston won that game. I can't believe it.
Thank God.
Well, any team is okay. So Minnesota was a tanking team.
Anthony Edwards had 27. Chad had 27 and 15. He went crazy.
So for all the people out there who are watching the standings, who do we need to root for more? Do we need to root for Houston more or Minnesota more?
I root for Minnesota.
Minnesota. Because, like, I don't know. Houston, man, they ain't going to win too many more games. So every game they win is good for it. Minnesota, they're the type of team, as bad as they are, they'll end up with more wins than us. I just feel like it because they just have enough talent.
Well, I know we beat Houston, so we got a tiebreaker over Houston.
Jay Wall, 12 assists. Yeah, KPJ just went insane, man. 25 points, man.
How about you guys feel about the Orlando Magic?
I just remember somebody who was high on KPJ. And, when I be going on Twitter and I be telling y'all be asking me about players and I be all like, man, I have a track record of being right about all of these players and y'all keep acting like I'm going to be wrong when I talk about players like Sekou. We got KPJ, we got Keldon Johnson, we got Rui Hachimura, who Bravo was very high on. I mean, these players are cold and we should have got them. End of the day, like, the Pistons are incompetent. But if the Celtics slip out of playoffs, that would be wild. I love it. I remember I said the Wizards was going to finish higher than the Celtics, and y'all killed me. And right now the Wizards suck, let's be honest. But I'm pulling for them to still make the playoffs on some fluke stuff. And the Celtics are like the bottom of the East. It'd be funny if the Wizards finish higher than the Celtics. That would be hilarious. When the last time he was terrible, top
bro.
3?
Evan Fournier is not enough for the Celtics, bro. They needed way more than that.
Nah, Fournier nice though.
That's not enough.
But I mean, they got enough, man. Shoot,
they got everything.
They got everything, man.
Guard, bro. Kemba's not cutting it.
Man, that's what they got Fournier.
They need Drummond.
Drummond's gonna go to LA. He's going to the
Lakers. Need Drummond to keep up with the arms race. It's an NBA thing. Drummond don't even want to go to the Lakers. The NBA told him you're going to the Lakers.
No,
I'm telling y'all, man, the NBA be out here ringing.
It's way more simple than that. He's not going to Boston because he can't stand the fans. Coming here to Detroit, the fans got to him, bro. The fans were relentless. You can see it. Watch all of our streams, man. Go through the comments. Look at all the Andre Drummond hate he's got over the years. He couldn't take it. Going to Boston, dude, they're going to say a lot more messed up stuff than what we've said. Some things that if you see him out in public, you got to swing on him kind of stuff. And he couldn't take the pressure there. So, again, LA, that's a whole new level of pressure, though. You're going to be playing with LeBron.
I mean, like, if LeBron is AD, is healthy, the pressure is not going to be that high. Well, LeBron take a whole lot of pressure off of you, and Anthony Davis would just take a whole lot more.
I do think Boston's a good fit, man. That's all they have been missing for like the last 5-6 years is a center down low.
Yeah,
but LA's a good fit too, man. He'll be good for the Lakers.
I think he should go Nets.
Shut up, bro.
Moses Brown is a monster.
The Nets got enough, bro. They got the.
They need to get more. They need to get more.
No. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm saying right here, I'm against the list. I want them to lose. And this is why. Now, most people don't know who my favorite basketball players are. Right now, y'all know I love Russ. But Kyrie is like really one of my favorite players I've ever seen. And I would love for him to win another ring. But I want the Nets to lose so bad because y'all got too many people. Mm-hmm. Like JJ Redick, Blake Griffin, and LaMarcus Aldridge, and who else and some other guy y'all brought in wasn't even necessary.
JJ went to Dallas.
No, I thought he went to Brooklyn.
He went to Dallas.
Well, getting these guys, LaMarcus Aldridge and Blake Griffin. I mean, their whole squad is like an all-star team or filled with former all-stars. You just pair Blake Griffin back with DeAndre Jordan. Matter of fact, it's just like, bro.
Dude,
like, dog. How many motherfuckers do y'all need? Like, even Golden State had a super team, But it was really just Clay, Steph, and Draymond and Iguodala. It was those five: Draymond, Iguodala, and Steph, and KD and Clay. It was those five that really was the problem. Besides that, they had a bunch of little young people, didn't they? They had the Quinn Cooks and the what's his name? The Jordan Bells and the what's the other, the Kevon Looney's of the world and Sean Livingston's. They had a bunch of scrub. It was just those 5 or 6 was just so elite that you just couldn't beat them. The best starting 5. The Nets got like 35 people. They got Joe Harris and Cavaro, and they got Bruce Brown. Like how many? They
got Bruce Brown and Tyler Johnson.
They got Tyler Johnson. I was about to say who's shooting 40% from 3. They got every fucking thing, and you still need people. How scared of you are LeBron? Like LeBron got y'all boys so shook, and y'all know I'm not a LeBron fan.
Name too?
This is crazy. All he got is Anthony Davis.
Their backup center's nice too. I can't remember his name, but he's nice.
Claxton is a monster. He better than DeAndre. He's the best center on their team. They got Jeff Green. Like, how many players do you need, bro? That's all I'm saying. That's why I'm against the Nets. It has nothing to do with nothing like that. It's just the fact that I don't like when a team tries to stack the deck this much. Like, bro, you could have just won with first of all, you could have just won with Kyrie and KD. If we're being honest, Kyrie, KD, and Harden, you don't need nothing else. But you like, I need everything.
Yeah.
Like, this is just like, I don't like that, bro.
How you guarantee the win? That's how you guarantee it.
Like he said, I hate LeBron, but if he beats them, I have nothing. But yeah, if he beat this team, it's gonna be like him beating the Warriors that he couldn't beat.
If KD ever comes back, man.
Nah, KD will be back for the playoffs. That's what I'm just like, bro.
Hey, watch LeBron.
I'm not rooting for them, dog. I'd rather any other team come out the East, Milwaukee, the Heat.
See, here's
anybody,
the problem,
bro.
If LeBron misses any time in the playoffs, the Lakers aren't good enough without him.
Oh hell no, they're done.
To win, which is different. Like I said, I've never been a LeBron fan, but it's getting ridiculous at this point in time, dude. This is just mentally challenged, for lack of a better word. Right. Why did they sign LaMarcus Aldridge, bro? Like, that's the most pointless signing. Like, legit, you're missing Bruce Brown. Or no, I'm sorry. Bruce Brown played last night. You're missing KD. You're missing Kyrie. Harden damn near dropped 50 last night. And you barely beat.
I forgot they had Landry Shamet too. Like, goddamn, bro, they got everybody.
Everyone on the roster does something good. They don't have a scrub. Like, I'd probably say the worst player on their team is Tyler Johnson, bro.
No, Tyler Johnson's playing great. The worst player on the team is Shumpert.
They got Shumpert on the team?
Yeah. I think he's injured.
I didn't know that.
Now, Tyler Johnson is playing very, very well.
He was playing pretty good last night, too.
So.
Pissing me off.
Shit, Tyler Johnson better than Frank Jackson. I'd rather have him shooting the ball.
You know, I like to see the Nets winning than just. I hate the Celtics, man. I just like the Nets over the Celtics.
I'd rather the Nets win instead of the Celtics. I'm with you on that. I don't want them.
That's why we're pulling for Giannis, man.
I don't know.
Giannis needs a good playoff win.
Yeah, man. I need Giannis to just upset the Nets, or upset, stomp on Boston, and I'm good. Philly can beat the Nets. I really ain't a fan of Philly, but I'd rather Philly win something than the Nets, bro. The Nets, I just feel like y'all don't deserve to win. When you stack the deck, like I said, Golden State stacked the deck, but it was just like 6 guys. They didn't have a 15-man roster, just nothing but like just people. You know what I'm saying? Just like, bruh, they didn't have a roster like that. Oh my!
See, the thing that's different between the Nets and the Warriors, when the Warriors had a super team, the Warriors actually play defense. The Nets are terrible defensively, man. Yeah. Like, they got all offense. Like, look at Blake Griffin and James Harden were their 2 top players last night. They don't play defense at all. So Harden gave, dropped 50. He gave up 50, bro. It's terrible. So, I mean, I really don't think in the playoffs they're a contender because of how bad defensively they are.
Well, no, you have KD and Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, but for every point they score, they give up. So
let me tell you something about this, man. In the playoffs, it comes that the games are mostly close games. Especially if you play in the Nets, you're not blowing the Nets out, and it's gonna come down to who has the ball in their hands and who is more clutch. And you have Kyrie and KD. And top 3 clutch players in the NBA: Dame Lillard, Kyrie, and KD. You know, you can throw Brian at 4 if you like Brian. If you want to be a Brian fan, I could care less. But yeah, at the end of the game, Kyrie got the ball. It don't matter how much defense they give up, Kyrie got the ball. Like, who's stopping Kyrie at the end of nobody? You know the answer. That's why, like, they could lose. They'll lose to a team like Philly because Philly has Joel Embiid. Who has an answer for him? They have, they have an X factors, and Philly has Philly. We talking about stacked roster. Philly has a stacked ass roster. So Philly has a great team. That's what it's gonna take. But like, if it's not Philly or Milwaukee, I can't see anybody beating the Nets. I'm being honest. Not no Celtics, not whoever.
No team.
No one else. Philly or Milwaukee are the only team because they got those X factor dudes. Giannis and Joel Embiid. Like, that's the only way you can do it because like Nets are just too end of the game in the playoffs. Kyrie or KD shooting that ball, man. You can't do nothing about it. Those guys are proven, been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? The Griffin only got Middleton and DiVincenzo. Who else they got? They got Drew Holiday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people be so critical of Giannis, but Giannis don't got no superstar. KD got 2 superstars beside him, or you can say James Harden got 2 superstars beside him, or you can say Kyrie got 2 superstars beside him. Whichever one you want to say. Brian got AD. Everybody, man, even Jimmy got Bam. I say Bam Adebayo better than everybody on Milwaukee outside of Giannis. So at least Jimmy got Bam and Eric Spoelstra, a winning championship coach, unlike Bud, who's choked with some of the best teams of all, regular season teams. So I mean, he playing with a bunch of scrubs. He ain't playing with a super team, man. He playing with Chris Middleton bum ass, and yes, he's a bum. Playing with Drew Holiday, who's an upgrade from Eric Bledsoe, DiVincenzo, Brook Lopez. Like, who are these guys? Brook Lopez. Who else they got? Bobby Portis, Pat Connaughton. Like, they just got some guys. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted Bro, you had anything you want to say something?
I actually want to say that out of those teams, obviously the Nets is the best, like because they're like the strongest team. But if you like me, which team you like in the East right now, which team you root for, I'm gonna pick one team. You're gonna be controversial. I'm gonna pick the New York Knicks. I like the Knicks because I think they play good defense, and I'm loving Julius Randle this year. He's playing really good, and you gotta love one person on the Knicks, one person only, Tom Thibodeau. This guy pumped their team very well, and he's a good coach. He knows how to play their players, take the best out of his players. So Casey doesn't even know how to put a good lineup on this team, and this Thibodeau gets the best out of his players. So I really like what he's done so far with the Knicks this year. And I think that they're a good team. They don't be surprised if they win a game or 2 in the playoffs because they play good defense.
I could see the Knicks taking the Nets to 6 games or something like that. I could see that. Only person I really like on the Knicks is my boy Julius Randle, only because I saw him with the young Lakers with my boy Lonzo.
RJ has transformed. Really nice player this year.
That's the only player I really like. I can care less about the rest of their players, but
RJ is a good player.
Yeah, he's good. I'm not a fan of him though. PJ Tucker ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. Let me see. Okay, y'all. So this game tonight, the Pistons were getting blown out, and then we came back in the second half, and we showed a lot of good effort, but in the fourth quarter, Corey Joseph, Corey Joseph, like when you don't have a floor general out there. That's how we gonna look in every fourth quarter. It's gonna be Corey Joseph running the team and running us into the ground for the tankathon. So I know people like Bravo is pretty happy with the tankathon and how everything is going. But like I said, it's Corey Joseph, man. So what do you think about the game tonight and how Obi Toppin doing? Hold up, before that, Obi Toppin is looking like the bust of the draft. We weren't that high on him. Bravo definitely wasn't that high on him. Sometimes I wanted the guy, sometimes I didn't. But he was very far down my list. I remember I told you I wanted Killian, besides LaMelo, I wanted Killian. I remember I told you Cole Anthony over Halliburton, wanted Halliburton. Then we were talking about Naismith and Sadiq Bey, literally. That was the list. That was the list. And Obi Toppin wasn't on it. Danny Avdija was before him, and he ain't doing much. He ain't doing much. Much ado about nothing. If y'all know about that, that's for my older people out there. But so what's your thoughts on the Pistons in this game tonight, Bravo?
I mean, today the Knights game. I think I talked about it. Like we against this team today.
Yeah, but like we ain't really getting to the nitty and gritty because
Yeah.
I feel like
You know,
I love Saban Lee starting today.
Yeah.
He was out there dishing some assists. Mason Plumlee is trash. But it was finally good to see him get a rookie some shine, you know. And I just feel like he played very well in his little bit amount of time out there. You know, he didn't get that much opportunity to run the offense, but when he was out there, you know, trying a little bit. Sadiq Bey definitely struggled. Like I said, he was missing some bunnies, but I feel like Jeremy Grant getting hurt. You know, if Sekou don't get minutes now, man, we might as well just stop making Pistons videos.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man. Like, where are the minutes?
I don't understand what they're really doing. Like, I mean, they completely killed Sekou Doumbouya's confidence this year. Sekou, Casey completely killed his confidence. I'll tell you that. The guy has just regressed. Watch his film last year. This is not the same player we had last year by any means.
Casey did the same thing to Sekou last year. Killed his confidence. It seems like it's a trend with this.
But he's not even playing minutes. He's not even playing minutes this year. He's not even touching the ball. He's barely making. So it's just not good for him at all. Doesn't look like a good.
Like I said, man, Sekou should have got traded, man. Free Sekou. Put him on a team that's gonna use him. Like the Wayne Casey thing, he a 3-and-D player. He's not a 3-and-D player. Like he don't even know how to use this guy. Like what the hell are you talking about? 3-and-D, that type of guy. Like what are you doing? You don't even know what you're doing. Samuel Lee definitely played good, man. Moon Rock, man, what's good? What's good, yo? We got AP Gaming in the building. What's good, man? But my thoughts after every Piston game, I guess Casey don't want Sekou to develop. Yeah, I don't understand how Sekou is supposed to develop getting 5 minutes a night. But I know a lot of the fans, man, y'all be getting tired of us talking about Sekou. And I know, you know, it takes a lot for a person to scroll through some old videos, but before he was even drafted, the prospect of Sekou was very high. He was going to be such a great player. And I'm just watching the coaching staff destroy the guy. You know, so when he gets traded to another team where we get rid of Casey, he'll blossom. That's why we're constantly talking about this, because 5 minutes a game is just unacceptable. Like, he shouldn't even play. And they shouldn't even play. Like, just give him a DNP and just let us know he ain't good enough to play or something. Because, like, this is just, like I said, Jeremy Grant is out, so we'll see how much he plays.
No, he's not going to play.
And then this is my thing. This is my thing with fans. If Sekou goes out and plays 30 minutes and doesn't play well, then fans will be like, well, he sucks and he's trash because he didn't play well. Bro, first time he played 30 minutes in what, a month? The small sample size, you need consistency. That's all I'm saying. I've been asking for consistently 20 minutes, 25 minutes a game. We can't even get none of that. And we're going to keep talking about it because, like, I don't care if you think Sekou trash. Even if you think he's trash, shouldn't he get a chance to prove to you that he trash by going out there for 20 minutes and being trash instead of getting 5 minutes?
All we're asking for, man.
Can the man get on the court? At least Stanley Johnson was trash. Stanley Johnson was trash because he got on the court. He was always on the court. He got minutes, and sometimes he didn't get minutes because he was bad. But he got a lot of opportunity here. But we didn't use Stanley Johnson. We didn't know what the hell we was doing him either. Thank you, SVG. Cook finna get 30 minutes. I guarantee you Cook gonna be starting damn near.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous, man. Like,
you know who else
next coach. Some coaches will get your ass out of the league. I'm praying his coach is like a Kenny Atkinson type. That's gonna, you know.
Yeah, I don't understand what they're doing.
It's just like, it's just ridiculous, man. I'm tired of sounding like a broken record. I'm sure the people are tired of me sounding like a broken record, but like,
what do you do with Sekou?
5 minutes?
Now, remember, like a guy like him, it reminds me like him right now. The Dennis Smith Jr. on the Knicks, he was not even getting any minutes. He was downgraded so bad, and he ended up going, and he wanted to go to the G League. I feel like Sekou is going to be ending the same thing. He's going to ask for a trade next year if he doesn't really get any playing minutes. So you can't just do this to your players. You look at him like he's also down when he comes on the court. He's like he doesn't want to
Well, he's
really.
down because he knows no matter how
Yeah,
well I play, I'm going to the bench. I can go
yeah,
out here hit 3 shots. And I'm
yeah.
going to the bench.
I agree. So
Well,
I just
that's
don't like.
part of the reason I don't get the DSA or the DSJ trade. He wanted more minutes, so we traded for him, and then we start DeJuan Wright. Like, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense.
He's getting more minutes here, though.
I gotta, like I said, I gotta find out what's wrong with him. He's hurt or something right now.
I don't think Casey's going to get fired. I mean, I don't think so because he's just got the protection of the whole Detroit coach. The Troy is so like it sounds like Troy is behind him. He said it several times in conference. And
You've been you've been struck by a smooth criminal. He got 2 phones and his name is Troy. Stop playing with Troy. I don't know, man. Troy, get Casey up out of here. I'm telling you.
I hope because I don't feel like he's
I
able
think they
to.
like him.
Troy is a smooth criminal with 2 phones. Stop playing with that man.
So what do you think?
Traded Casey, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think about like? Do you really believe it is Casey's not really giving Sekou the good minutes, or is it Troy influencing playing his old players?
Casey
I
did it
don't
last
know
year.
what's going on, man. Like,
Do you feel like Troy has a reason not for Sekou not to play, or you think it's exclusively Casey?
It's got to be Casey because if I'm Troy, this is the guy I wasn't here and I didn't draft. And Casey gave him Mihailuk opportunities, and Troy realized Mihailuk wasn't good enough, so he traded him.
Exactly.
If I'm Troy Weaver, I'm like, Casey, dude, play Sekou. Let me see what I have in this guy before I can make that decision. So it's got to be Casey because at the end of the day, Casey's got final say on rotations, lineups, starters. It's Casey. I don't know why he doesn't play Sekou.
I just kind of feel like Troy has a part in this because he just.
But why would Troy Weaver say don't play Sekou?
I don't know because if Troy really loves Sekou, he would have asked Casey to play him. But I don't see this happening.
Yeah, man.
I
think it's
Troy
more
Weaver
Casey,
hated him.
man.
Who off the bench should get those minutes? Because he's supposed to be the backup for Jeremy Grant. And like Jimbo said earlier, Josh Jackson is the backup for Sadiq Bey. So we should have those 4 guys out of the court all throughout the game. So what's the holdup? Why is Sekou not getting these minutes here?
Because they want to try Tyler Cook. You see it in your own eyes. Why did we really sign Tyler
my
Cook
boy Dominique with the facts, man. Casey said out of his mouth, and I was screaming about this earlier. At the beginning of the year, he said that Sekou and Rose were the focal points of the bench, and he starts the year by not playing Sekou. Exactly.
Max.
Casey has been talking about how he's going to use this man, and he's not using him. It just doesn't make any sense. Like,
But bravo to your
y'all
point.
gotta understand like basic concepts, man. NBA is a league of opportunity. Like, I don't care how well Tyler Cook is playing, he shouldn't be getting more opportunity than Sekou. It's just like he can come in off a 10-day and get more minutes with Dwayne Casey.
They're getting ready for Mobley.
That's unacceptable.
They're trying to get Stewart ready to play next to his center because once they draft Mobley, it's over.
Yeah, if as long as Cade not there, I'm definitely down with drafting Mobley. But like it's more because I think if Troy Weaver is a great eye for talent. You know why? Because everybody on this this is how I know Troy Weaver is a smart man, has a great eye for talent. Everybody on the team is gone except for fucking Sekou. Like, he the only one that's here because Troy Weaver, like, bro, man, he athletic. Dang, he can shoot. Like, everybody else is gone. Everybody else is gone but Sekou. And I would say that Troy Weaver is like, yeah, I'm going to have to see what I have in this guy. But Dwayne Casey don't care about none of that. It just seems like he doesn't, man, because he's the only one that's Sekou's the only one that
So do we
is
have
still
the
here.
G League team? Do we still have the G League team
No,
this
we
year?
don't have none of that this year.
At least send Sekou to the G League. Let him get some minutes, some confidence back. He's not even getting any minutes in the G League.
They're advertising the G League team for next year in the fall.
Is he gonna play in his G League in third year? Come on, man. That's not really right for Sekou.
Probably, no, on this team.
Taking down had us taking Isaiah Livers. I mean, I'm a Michigan fan, so I'm kind of biased towards Isaiah Livers. But
in the second round, though, I like that though.
Yeah, I like Isaiah Livers.
I always like going after Michigan and U of M and MSU guys in the second round for some reason.
For the panel, here's my take. Casey saw the thread Sekou was making his first season and thought he a 3-point shooter, but now realizing he ain't. No, Sekou can shoot the 3-ball, but he has to be in rhythm. He has to get going. Like, he is a very talented shooter, but you can't use him in a spot-up fashion like he's a 3-and-D guy.
No.
Because it's not going to work. That's not the type of shooter he is.
You have to watch those 2 weeks where he was scoring 20 points per game. He started in the paint, in transition, got his confidence up, and then went from the inside to the outside. If you just bring him off the bench and have him stand in the corner and shoot threes, he is never going to have a good game because he needs to get his confidence up. He needs to get in rhythm. That's why when Killian Hayes comes back, it's so important for those two to play together. We haven't even seen that yet, bro. Like, this is our coach, bro. We drafted these 2 kids who have who are best friends, and they haven't played together yet, bro. I was like, oh.
Bro, I just need a point guard that's going to get Sekou the damn ball. Like, I'm tired of seeing him running and he's open and the ball isn't in his hands. And I know a lot of people don't understand that type of point guard, 3-point guard play. But maybe y'all should go watch some Chauncey Billups then. And saw how Chauncey Billups got everybody the ball when they needed the damn ball. What'd you say?
Put Dolo's comment up real quick.
Oh, this one. Yeah. Hey, man, Dolo, man, I got your back, man, and I'm your Alabama. What's up? I got your back, and I'm your Alabama, bro. What's up? What's up, Dolo? That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, I was with Dolo, whatever his real name is. Yeah, I was with him. Yeah, we was chilling. Dolo was with me in the live stream. Dolo sitting right here. So whatever you gotta do, I'm on board. That's all I'm saying. But like I was saying, man, I just feel like at the end of the day, I don't know, Casey just don't like the dude. He don't like the dude. I don't know, man. It's just like, it just makes no damn sense. Like I said, Jeremy ran out. Like, so you ran out of excuses. Tyler Cook played 30 minutes. I don't care if he scored 30 points.
On a 10-day, like, bro.
Bro, like, come on, bro.
I like
Casey. Look like he keep a revolver, but that boy gonna jam. That boy gonna jam. Stop playing, man. Casey be pulling out, click. Like, he jammed, and then like it's over. Casey, man, come on, bro.
I would like to see one of the reporters.
No, Casey playing the veterans like it's the trade deadline or something. It's like he's still trying to showcase these guys throughout the rest of the season so we can move them.
I would love to see one of the reporters directly asking Casey, like post game, why are you not playing Sekou?
No one's got the cojones to do so. Everyone's a big cat, bro. They're all scared to do it.
Hey, Rod Beard, why are you not playing Sekou?
Just ask, man. Like we need to get some answers, bro. Like, we need to get some answers. Like,
you know, they did ask him several times, but it was indirectly. But now they just want to, hey, Rod Beard, I salute you, brother. Just go ahead and do it.
Yeah, Rod Beard, we got 2 phones over here. The smooth criminal. That's what I'm start calling Troy Weaver. Troy Weaver is the smooth criminal with 2 phones out here. My boy Troy Weaver, man. We only got 20 likes, man. Make sure you guys like the video, man. I need to get 50 likes up in the building, man. Make sure you guys like and share. Like I said, thanks all of y'all for the support, man. We continue to build and grow in here, man. Can we stop the OKC coach? Man, I want to swap with OKC coach, and I want to be their GM because I want 17 picks. Could you imagine all the picks they got in next year's draft? Like, and people like, oh, they got all the picks. What they gonna do with them? They ain't gonna do nothing. I'm like, are y'all stupid?
Mm-hmm.
They got so many picks that they gonna be great that they can't mess it up. You got 34 picks, I think. Like, what the 34 picks and 17 in the first round. Like, they're going to have 3 picks per round. They're going to have so many teams that they're going to have to trade some of their good players just because they got young players that's talented, that's top drafted. Like, they're going to have to get rid of those picks at a point because next year, I don't know how many picks they got, but if they got like 3 picks, it's going to be a problem for OKC. Like, again, like for the opponents, because, like, man, they got all these picks, man. They're going to get, like, you got so many chances to get it right, and OKC is very good at drafting.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're going to get it wrong. That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to get at that type of point, but, Troy Weaver just got here.
He needs time to establish himself. He's done a great job so far. The only thing negative I can say about Troy Weaver so far is the Bruce Brown trade. I still don't understand that one. But outside of that, everything else has made good sense and has helped this team for the future. So you got to live and learn. He's going to make mistakes.
So good.
New at it.
I agree. I just don't like the acquisition of Frank Jackson, man. I don't feel like he added a lot of difference to our team.
Yeah.
He's chucking a lot of shots. He can shoot the ball, and when he's free, and he's okay. He cannot defend. You saw how Westbrook abused that guy. He's like, give him a little sucker in your mouth, baby. Get out of here.
So you want to hear something funny, Bravo? He was talking smack to Blake Griffin. He hit one of those corner threes. It was the one that bounced off the rim 3 times last night, and he stared down Blake Griffin after. I'm like, dude, if you don't get back on defense right now, dude, you're not that guy.
Oh, you talking about when he came in the fourth quarter and tried to have the best fourth quarter of his career, literally.
I'm like, dude, stop, bro. You're playing yourself. You're setting yourself.
Man, Frank Jackson is trash, bro. I keep trying to tell people that.
He's okay.
He's okay. He's not trash.
He's all right, but he's he's a shot chucker. I don't like shot chuckers.
Exactly. He takes the shot unnecessary. He's just if he gets the opportunity alone, he's gonna take it. He's just gonna waste it eventually, a possession. So he doesn't really pass the ball sometimes. Like he's all right, just like Drew's saying. But I feel like if you ask me, I would have really give it to Saban Lee. Give the ball to a guy who's young, who's gonna make a difference for our team.
I do like.
I'm glad to see him start.
I do like the combination of DSJ and Saban Lee off the bench at the 1 and the 2. So when Killian comes back and Killian starts, instead of having Frank Jackson play 30 minutes or having him play the whole entire fourth quarter, whenever he'll begin, I would like that way better than seeing Frank Jackson out there at all. Again, I don't hate Frank Jackson, but I'm kind of with you. Like, I don't want to see him out there. He's not
a starter. He's not a starter in the league. He's not even the third bench player, but third roster bench player, maybe. He's not even there.
It's sad to say I'd rather see Wayne Ellington out there. And Wayne's not a bad player, but I don't want Wayne on my team.
McMillan is Atlanta's head coach now, so we can't snatch him. He's Atlanta.
Atlanta ain't gonna let him leave Atlanta.
Nah, it's a wrap. But y'all, look what he's doing with that team, though. And I know they got a lot of talent or whatever, but man, Nate McMillan is just a good head coach that needs
right
job.
coach, right time.
And should have never been fired in the damn first place. So it is what it is.
And now they're gonna have a home playoff game. How about that? Isn't that weird?
All right, you guys. Make sure you guys drop your questions in the chat. If you got any questions, man, we gonna do these questions and get out of here, man. Late night show because the Pistons, they wanted to play at 8 and then lose the game. I'm pretty sure there was some Pistons out there that wanted us to win this game. They was real hyped up in the third quarter, only to get let down by Corey Joseph. You've been let down by Corey Joseph. They need a meme. They need a meme. They need how they be doing the memes. They need the one that say you've been let down by Corey Joseph with just picture of just Corey. Like when he took that layup, I was like, that's how we gonna lose. We gonna lose like that. Like
he faked the layup.
Man, I'm like, we're gonna lose on a missed layup that you should have made, but you shouldn't even took. But wow, I'm like, we gonna lose like that. Like all he had to do is make the layup and he'd have beat Herro.
Dang, Charles Barkley's clowning the Rockets right now, dude.
Charles Barkley also said Harden was a better offensive player than Kobe and Michael Jordan. And I think he's wrong as hell on that.
Oh, for sure.
Harden's a great offensive player, one of the greatest ever. But Kobe with them 82 points, man. Jordan averaging 28 his rookie season. I mean, Kobe 50-point streak. It's just certain things. And if you put them in this era with all this spacing, you put Kobe Bryant in this damn era. Like even I know like he was at the end, but this era in his fucking prime, good lord. Yeah, I think
you got to
I think
realize
the shooting guards in the league now. He'll be Kobe would be the best player in the NBA. Damn,
no
damn
question.
near. Like he would be the best player in the league if he was in this league in his prime, bro.
With
Y'all
no
would
hand
not be
checking,
able to
no
guard
hand
him.
checking. That's how teams were able to stop Kobe and MJ. Were hand checking, and if you could do that against Harden right now, his whole pump faking, drawing the foul.
No, I'm saying the league is even softer now because some of the hand checking stopped back in 08. And they
MJ
went
and Kobe did it against actual real NBA defense. That's why they don't play defense now. So
yeah, he was almost a I'm saying like, but if you like throw Kobe on like instead of Zach LaVine, they got Kobe right now. Prime Kobe.
Imagine
it would be, and I love Zach LaVine to death. But like, like, come on, you know how good they would be right now? They'd probably be the best team in the East, bro. He said Iverson. Oh my gosh, Iverson. Oh, come on, man. Iverson would be averaging 35 points a game, dog. Iverson be averaging 35 points a game in this era of spacing, bro. Because just imagine Iverson one-on-one in the open court, bro. That's barbecue chicken all day, all night, twice on Sunday, three times on Saturday. Like, you already couldn't guard Iverson. But if you actually allow him to go one-on-one and he got shooters around him, man.
Just imagine Dwayne Casey calling timeout only to put Frank Jackson on him, bro.
Bro, oh my goodness, man. Would Larry Brown give Sekou minutes? Yes, he would. That ain't happened. Larry Brown would have had he would have been very hard on Sekou, but he would have gave him minutes, and Sekou would have been able to flourish because of the hard work.
He gave Darko minutes. Darko just proved he was ass.
Yeah,
that's why they traded for Sheed.
Handshake rules were amplified the year after we won the finals in 04. Wasn't a coincidence. Yeah, Kobe wasn't liking none of that. Him and Shaq wasn't liking none of that. That was back then. Like I said, in this era, bro, all the pick and rolls, like, man, I'm telling you, man. But make sure you guys drop your question in the chat and like the video if you haven't already. But one thing that I did want to talk about is Killian Hayes and his injury and like returning. I know we talked about it lightly, but I know a lot of people might not want him to come back, but I hope he comes back healthy, and I really just need to see him play some basketball because I don't want his season to end like that. You know, it's like what he played like 7 games, like that's just like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He has to get out there and get some reps coming off the bench, starting. I could care less. That's just the whole thing that's been looming over. I'm like, okay, Killian been out all year, and it's been miserable ever since he went out. To be honest, ever since he went out, even like fans was enjoying shitting on him, and now they can't even get that. They're like, I'm he a bust. I love calling him, but I want to watch him every game and say he suck every game. They loving that. They don't get none of that, and we don't get to say they're stupid idiots. But it's just like. So when Sekou Lee came along, I mean, oh man, bright spot. And Dwayne Casey got back to that Dwayne Casey, and now we like. And I'm just hoping he can give us that spark again, man. I need to see him out there. I need to see him play with Saban Lee, bro.
I called that, by the way. They took Saban Lee out of the rotation. I'm like, you don't do that because they're trying to boost the Lon Wright's trade value. I'm like, you could take him out for a week or two, and then he's gonna come back cold. And now he hasn't played and put up the same numbers he did when he was playing good minutes. So
Dwayne Casey, man, like he knows how to ruin a good thing, like no matter what.
You see, but Dwayne Casey cannot really mess around with Killian and not playing him because it's Troy's guy.
No, I'm not talking about. You mean like not giving him minutes?
Yeah, he's gonna give a lot of minutes to Killian, but he's not gonna give any minutes to Sekou because he's not his guy. That's what he's doing right now.
And he might be kind of mad that Troy traded every person he liked. He liked Bruce Brown. He didn't like Kennard, but he likes Fee. And Troy was like, get their ass out of here.
Yeah. I like that. Just do it, Troy. Kill him.
Ben Wallace, a.k.a. the greatest defender of all time, is the only man allowed to put Shaq on his ass. That's what Ben Wallace does, man. That's why I don't like Draymond Green talking about he's the best defender of all time. You're a very good defender for this era, man, and you got your chips and you got your hardware. That's all fine and dandy. You're not a better defender than Dennis Rodman. You're not a better defender than Tony Allen. You're not a better defender than prime Kawhi Leonard. Yes, I said it. Who won 2 defensive players of the years. You forget that. And you're not a better defender than Ben Wallace. So, I don't even think you're a better defender than Michael Jordan or Scottie Pippen.
There's not a better defender than LeBron either.
No, not that prime. Not that prime. Shut you down, LeBron. No.
Don't forget Hakeem.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of lists of defenders that he just disrespecting. Like my man said, who do you shut down? Kawhi. When we ask who Kawhi shut down, we all know the answer, man. But it's a lot of people on that list now. Like
Tim Duncan, Duncan Robinson.
You ask who Ben Wallace shut down. You know who it is, boy. Tony Allen. You know who it is. And, rest in peace, my man, Coach. Bro, you know who it is. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing, bro. That's all I'm saying. Put some respect on the name. Dennis Rodman shut down everybody.
I just read a funny story about Kobe. I don't know if you've seen it. I can't remember who it was. It was a score. I just seen it on Twitter a couple of days ago. But he said he was guarding Kobe. It was one of the first times to go against Kobe. And Kobe just kept listing these random dates. And he's like, what are those dates? And he thought about it. It was the guy's cousin's birthday. And Kobe kept going over it because he knew everything about him. He was like, what the heck? And he was really off his game since he figured that out. It was so funny.
No, but you got to understand, Kobe he's the hardest working player ever. He literally worked himself into injury. That's how hard he worked. And he was very maniacal about everything he did. He was going to do whatever he could to beat you. And if it took looking you up on Google and getting his agent to give him a whole report on you, like, oh yeah, then I'm gonna recite your cousin dates while I'm saucing you, just to let you know, man. Kobe was a different level, man.
Different breed,
but,
man. Never see the greatest.
Never be nobody like Kobe. That's why I need them to make him the logo. Of course, we would be mad if you made it Jordan. Like I said, it could be Jordan or Magic Johnson because those. But he need to be the logo, man, just for the young kids. Because the young kids that ain't born yet, they never going to respect Kobe like he need to be respected. So just make him the logo, and then they will have to never forget him. But nobody cares about that, man. Shout out to his family. That's more important. But I'm just saying on some basketball type tip, But, man, he said, who is the greatest defending guard of all time? I probably have to say Gary Payton.
Oh, no, right? Gary Payton. Glove,
yeah,
bro.
He's the only one with a defensive player of the year, right? Well, for now at least. I know a guy, but we ain't gonna talk about that. I know it. All who got Gary Payton respect in his rookie season say he was one of the best 5 defensive point guards.
But you're not talking about Zoe, are you?
I know a guy. That's all I'm saying. I know a guy. That's all I'm saying, man. I know a guy. Like, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's going to be better. He's going to be up there, though. No. That's all I'm saying is I know a guy. I mean, I've seen him guard literally the best players in the league and give him problems. There's only 2 players he ain't been able to guard. That's Dame Lillard and Zach LaVine. Everybody else, that's because they shoot shots that are unguardable. That's literally why. Dame Lillard shoot for 40 and then fade away. It makes it. You can't do nothing about that. Zach LaVine does the same thing. We know as Pistons fans. Magic the GOAT. Played off oppositions at high levels, drop 40. Hey, man, I don't have no problem with somebody saying that man the GOAT. But, all right, y'all. I think we're going to wrap it up, man. Any final thoughts, Bravo?
No final thoughts. Continue to do the job. We're okay right now. We'll just be positive for the next couple of years. Give us 2 years. Remember, not next year. We're not going to be a playoff team, like immediately contender in a year. Give us a couple of years, 3 years. Hopefully we'll be better, and hopefully we get lucky in this year's draft.
The game today was unwatchable. That's just what it is. Sometimes, yeah, it really was when the day was working. Would you rather have a center that averages 28 points a game or a center that averages 15 rebounds and 3 blocks a game?
Second. I go with the second.
I'd rather have the center that averages 28 points a game. That's just me. I
go 15 and 3 blocks per game. Because it's the second center is going to be cheaper than the first one.
See, man, you thinking about money, man. We ain't even talking about contracts right now.
Yeah, talking about contracts, obviously.
Like
You're
because
not
like
bringing
if
attention.
Andre Drummond, this is basically Drummond versus even though Embiid is a great defender, but Drummond versus Embiid type. Would you want Dre rebounds and for him to have a great defensive game? We've seen Dre dominate games defensively. We've seen it. It's not like it. Or would you rather want that dude that's gonna give you buckets? And I would take the buckets because at the end of the game, I can give it to him and he can get those buckets.
I will pick a Shaq over a Drummond anytime, anywhere, any place, anyhow. I'll take the points.
Okay, Drew, you got any final thoughts, man?
Yeah, I got one word for Blake Griffin, and it rhymes with Tuck, and it starts with an F, and it ends with YOU. Get out of town, bro. You bum. I hope your knee buckles on you. I don't want to wish injury on anybody. I am just not rooting for the Nets anymore. Blake Griffin is a bum. He's a dirtbag. He quit on us, and you guys should not root for him anymore. If you do, cool. I'm not going to discourage you from that. I'm just trying to say he quit on us. Quit. We did not ask for him to come here. Stan traded for him to save his job. He had a great year in 2018, and we appreciate for him. Watch Game 4 of the playoffs. When he couldn't walk, and he's walking over to the bench, LCA was on their feet cheering for him because we knew then and there he gave everything to that team. Since then, he didn't want to be here. He quit. Now he wants to be the 5th best player on a team that's got 5 other superstars on it. So that way he doesn't have to work. So, through Blake Griffin, I'm glad he's gone. And I hope he doesn't get into the Hall of Fame because he doesn't deserve it.
All right, now you tripping now. Like,
He's not a Hall
come
of
on,
Fame.
man. Blake.
What has
Blake
he done to be in the Hall of Fame?
Blake gonna be in the Hall of Fame. I don't even have to defend Blake.
If D Rose don't get in there, Blake don't get in there.
No, D Rose has an MVP. He's automatically in.
Okay, what does Blake have? He's got a dunk contest.
Hey, he don't got an MVP, but he got all them All Stars and All NBAs and points.
What is Derrick Rose? Derrick Rose won the multiple All Star games.
I mean, you acting like Derrick Rose. Why do you keep bringing up Derrick Rose? You act like he's not going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Because Derrick Rose actually went to the conference finals where Blake hasn't yet. So
I'm just saying, but you acting like Derrick Rose not going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Derrick Rose hasn't shit on Detroit yet, so.
I mean, Derrick Rose, like you. Well,
Blake Griffin last
why
night
you compare
pulled
Derrick
his
Rose
pants
and
down
Blake? It's
and
Derrick
took a
Rose.
big old Cleveland steamer on the city of Detroit.
Like, this man won an MVP, bro. Like, come on. It's like it's no really comparison. All right. All I gotta say is fire Dwayne Casey. Like, the game was a roller coaster as usual, but I hope you all guys out there continue to enjoy life, continue to enjoy sports, continue to support all of the DSA and all of our channels and platforms. Make sure you sub to Detroit Juice, sub to my channel, sub to my man Pistons Talk, and everybody that I got in my description and my man Speakeasy Sports. We just growing and building out here, man. It's Free Smoke Saturday. You know, y'all ain't want to come with the smoke today because everybody chilling right now, I guess. But it's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. Make sure you guys like the video. And I do want to say, yeah, Blake Griffin, we don't care about you. The Nets, I hope y'all lose because y'all stacking the deck in a way that's just disrespectful to the league. And besides that, man, no Sekou slander will be tolerated. No Saban Lee slander will be tolerated. No Isaiah Stewart slander will be tolerated. And guess what? No Diallo slander will be tolerated, man. We out here.